There you go, everybody. Just going to do a quick review on the M1 compound bow. Now, this bow does come as a package or as a bear. This bow was purchased as a full package, ready to shoot or a ready to hunt bow. Now, a quick little rundown. This bow comes with a capture rest. It does come with a 5-pin sight with a light and a level. It does come fitted with a peep, tube, little string silencers, a D-loop pre-installed. Comes with a little stabilizer. It does come with a wrist strap sling so you don't lose your bow or accidentally drop it. Now, same as the T1, this bow does go down to 19-inch draw up to 30-inch draw by same as the T1, just changing the module. They're exactly the same cam. Look at this, just take out your bolts, rotate your cam to whatever draw length you are, relocate it. Now this is the top cam and it is exactly the same on the bottom cam. So my 8-year-old son is shooting this bow at the moment, so that's hence why it is on a 19-inch draw. And the limbs have been backed right off. So notice as I explained with the T1s, just don't back it too far out past the, see, I think there's allowed 1 or 2 threads left on there. That's about its limit, I reckon. I wouldn't go back any further than that. Now this bow will, when it is fully adjusted right up, they are a 70-pound limb. So this bow I think is rated from about 20 pound up to 70 pound. 70 pound at 30-inch. You won't get that out of, unless you are a 30-inch draw. It's a 28-inch axle. This bow as a package does come with a wrist release aid, which is what my 8-year-old is shooting. It is a little bit long in here. You probably could cut it and shorten it down and rethread it if you really wanted to. I did buy him a proper youth release aid, but he reckons it's a bit too short on his hand. He doesn't like it, so he's actually shooting this adult one. And because it's a little bit longer, that's why I've dropped his draw length back to 19, because he is actually about 20 and a half inch draw. At the moment this bow is set to about 20 pound. I think he's hovering around that, and yeah, very easy to tune. He didn't have any issues drawing this bow back for an 8-year-old, and he's actually enjoying it. So same thing, because he's never shot a bow before and I'm trying to teach him the correct way, anchor points, stance. This is a good, excellent bow for a child to learn on. And yeah, he's actually loving it at the moment. He's absolutely having the ball with it. And it's good because it gets him outside, it gets him off the electronic games and phones and stuff, which is what I really, really want. Since we're having the nice weather, I really don't like the kids being inside. And it's a good bow for them to learn on, for the price, especially with the package price. It does come with arrows. These are the arrows you get. They are a fiberglass arrow, fletched up, all ready to go. Now, these are good arrows just to get started. That's what you have to remember. They're only an arrow to get you started. I think they are 28. about 29, maybe 30-inch arrows. You probably can cut them down if you really want to, and try and get that insert out, probably re-glue it if you really want to. If not, just let them shoot that arrow until they get used to it, because they will damage them eventually. They will break them, lose them. The usual thing what kids do with arrows and stuff they end up getting. But yeah, no, it's a good little bow. He's enjoying it. They're not overly priced. That's the biggest thing, and I was looking at getting the bow for him. Is I didn't want to spend an absolute fortune on the bow, and 3, 4, 5 months down the track, he's not interested and lost interest in it, and I've just forked out a huge amount of money on buying a bow for him and setting him all up. So this is a very good bow for its price. Same as the T1. They are Gordon limbs, made at the US, strings. As you can see, this bow's back right off. So yeah, it's only about £20. It's not overly heavy. My 8-year-old son can hold it up and shoot it. He's not having too many issues with it. The 5-pin sight, I'm pretty certain. I think it's the same as the PSC standard ones. Capture rest. Yeah, it's a nice little bow. It does do tight little groups. I have shot it because he thinks it wasn't working properly, and I'm like, yeah, it does. It works fine. Nothing wrong with it. So I showed him, and it works fine. Gets nice little groups out of it. It has got the light on there, which is standard on it. Whether you're gonna low light or it works fine. Same as the other bow. Mark the limb bolts, just so you know how many turns you're going to go in and out with it, so you don't lose count. Limb pockets are aluminium or aluminum, what the US call them. CNC machined riser. They're not cast, they're actually machined, and it is actually a film dipped as well. There's a couple of little issues I did have. I just had to check. Just go over with a set of Allen keys, just make sure everything's tight. The string will need to be waxed up, which it does come. As you can see on the photos, or if you're looking on eBay site, it does actually come with a little quiver. It does come with spare rubber tube for the self-align. It does come with a spare peep. It does come with string wax as well. So this bow, I think he's had it for about 2 weeks now. I think he gets out every second day. He'll get out and have a shoot at the target, get some practice in. Once he gets a lot more consistent on his shooting, and then yeah, I'll move him up. I'll move out his distance he's shooting at the moment. His first pin's set up for 7 meters, and his second pin is set up for 12 meters. And he's doing quite well. He's getting them in. He's hitting the target. That's the main thing at the moment. I'm not overly stressed at how tight a group he does on the arrows. The main thing is that he's actually hitting the target, which is a bonus, especially for an 8-year-old. So, but this bow will go from, as like my son, he's 8, and right up to an adult. So you can actually wind these limbs right up. As you can see, they are 70-pound limbs on this bow, on this T1. This M1 bow. I have seen the other bows he's got down the warehouse. Some have actually got 80-pound limbs on them. I think that's on the TS 3300 and the 350, I think the other one is. TS bows, the target ones. He has got different stabilizers available, but for children and teenagers, it's perfect size. You don't want anything overly heavy for them, otherwise they're going to be struggling to hold it and shoot it. But as it is, it works. And for the price, you can't complain for the price. That's why my biggest thing is when I did purchase this bow, yeah, it's the quality. I was looking at the quality. Yeah, for the price, you can't complain. You can't compete with the price and the quality of this bow. Yeah, everything's machined, CNC'd, Gordon limbs. Can't go wrong. Every bow manufactured in the US, they all use Gordon limbs, so there's no issue. And I have seen on the web page now there is a 2-year warranty on them, but you're never going to need it. The only thing that will not be covered under warranty, which is the same for any bow manufacturer, is your strings and cables, because they are wearing part. Or if you do something silly by dropping the bow and damaging your limbs, your limbs or your cams, if you burn them, all that. It's the main thing. Just make sure you keep plenty of wax up onto them, and if you look after them, they'll look after you. This it is a nice little bow. So I hope this helps you guys out. So if you are looking for a bow for your child, and you're not looking at spending $500, $600, $700, $800 on a bow, and then find out 3, 4, 5 months down the track that he's had enough and doesn't want to do it, and you haven't wasted a huge amount of money. So I think it's about, don't quote me on this, I think it was around about 270 to 300 mark. That's everything ready to shoot. So it's not an over big outlay for a bow that's ready to shoot. Yeah, it's a good little bow. I can't fault it really. I'd say probably, if he wants to stick with it, I probably would change the arrow rest one where you can get elevation adjustment out of it, as well as your normal left and rights, because I find these rests, they're only a single axis point. You can adjust your in and out tolerance, but not up. You can't adjust your arrow height, and it's easier to adjust it from the rest. What it is trying to start moving D loops around and knocking points around, it's just quicker just to adjust the rest up or down. Otherwise you will run out of adjustment, because it's so much, the poundage is so low on it, the rest is that low. I don't really want to take it any further than that. They are plastic surround, aluminium, just a plastic surround on these. So they are solid sight. Very surprised in the quality of this sight. So you can't knock it. It's nice. Nice little bow. As I said earlier, yes, I will have to I'll wax it all up for him. The graphics, the camo finish on it is quite nice. There's only a single position on the riser to mount your sights. Some of the other bows or US bows have got multiple positions, high and low, but that's not a big issue. And this bow you have to run your bow quiver off your sight. There's no position to run a 2-piece off the riser on this one, which I've only just noticed that, but at least if you run a bow quiver off to your sights, most of them are detachable these days, so when you're not using it, it's easier to take it off. And especially for my son, I don't want to add any more extra weight to it at the moment. until he's ready for it and a little bit stronger in the arms and ready to hold it back. So yeah, so that was me quick, well, wasn't really quick, little review on the M1. Hope it helps you guys out. Enjoy shooting. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.